Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Uday. Today we are going to see how to automate Azure infrastructure deployment using Terraform, which is infrastructure as a code tool. We are going to integrate this with Azure DevOps. So the idea is simple here. So we'll write our infrastructure code using Terraform and store it in the Azure repos, and then we'll build one deployment pipeline. And by the end of this, we will be able to provision our infrastructure with the simple commit. In the backend, our Azure DevOps pipeline will be taking care of the provisioning. So in this demo, I already cloned the repo into my local machine. So I have given the repo link, and you can just download this repo into your local. So we are going to uh, create a app service, which is application service in the Azure. It's a basic resource which needs application service plan as well. And with that, we are creating a storage account. Of course, we need a resource group as well. So this is basic infrastructure that we are going to build. So to automate this thing as a code, Terraform has a couple of important files. Those are main.tf, which basically create our we define our resources into it, and the variables .tf. So we basically declare all the variables that we want to use, maybe like a names, location, and configurations, something like that. So the main important thing is backend.tf. So we basically have to store our data of the infrastructure. So we very well use the local state file as well, but in the if you are working as a group, so it is very well recommended to use backend as in the cloud or in the Terraform cloud or somewhere in the remote, so that you can actually make use of this anywhere. And also it's basically secure the best way to store our state file as well. So for that, we are using Azure container. So that's one thing, and we need output.tf as well. So at the end of the pipeline, if we want to see what are the outputs, we can utilize this output.tf prints the key outputs like resource group, whatever you define in this. And also your pipeline.yaml. This is basically where we are automating our deployment. So if you want to create a backend manually, you can create it in, you can log into Azure Storage, Azure, and create a storage account, and then create a container and update the details here. But if you want to, just want to do this in the with the script. So I have created a script which basically create this container and storage account and resource group, and update all those details in the backend. And also I have created this script such a way that it basically creating a storage account, it's creating a container, and once the container is creating it, retrieving the access key, then updating it in the access key variable. And also it's updating it in the backend.tf directly. We no need to copy and paste everything. And also I want to utilize this script to update all the necessary details regarding the backend in the Azure pipeline as well, because those backend details very well needed in the pipeline. So I have created the script such a way that it basically update all those details in the pipeline as well. So with this, uh, some other prerequisites like we need Azure account, we need Azure DevOps as well. That is dev.azure.com. You have to create an organization in that and then create a repo. So and also Terraform needs to be installed. So I see Terraform version, so it's already installed. And you need Azure AZ also installed. So I already installed AZ as well. So yeah, with that, I'm going to run this. Let's see, like I do not have anything updated over here or here. Let's utilize this PowerShell script to basically update all these things. We need to make sure these things are unique. So basically the storage account name should be unique as well. So storage demo October 6th, maybe. So it should be globally unique. Container name that I can utilize this same one. And also this one. So we are creating this one in HDS. Let's save this and run setup.pso. We are basically creating our, looks like our script is completed what it needs to be done. So it's basically updated my backend details here, and also in our pipeline. Let's see, yeah, in our pipeline as well. And what we'll do is we'll push this. Let's see what we actually creating here. We are creating a resource group called back to Azure demo, and want to create one storage account as well for the application. So we are creating one storage account, it's application service plan, and application service itself. So we have defined all those variables here, and we put some tags, but basically we are utilizing those variables here in the main.tf file. We are creating Azure resource group, storage account, and app service plan, and app service itself. So let's go ahead and create and push this code to Azure repos. So I'm going to create a new repo. Let's name it as a demo Terraform. Okay, let's create this. And if we want to push our code, basically you need to add this as a remote origin, or basically you can just use this one and get remote add origin. I'm doing that, and then I'm going to add all these files, and then going to commit these files, and then I'm going to push this code. Okay, let's publish this branch actually. So it says it's up to date. Let's go ahead and check out here whether, yeah. So our branch is created. So we are basically have to update our service connection as well that we missed, and update our email, and let's update that. For that, let's go to project and create a service connection. I already created one service connection, but if you want to create, click on new service connection. And as we are working on Azure, we are going to utilize Azure Resource Manager. I click on next. You can very well use whether you want to manage some particular resource group and give it a name like a service connection to whatever you want, and grant access to all pipelines, or like you want to utilize only for a particular one, and save it. I don't want to do that because I already created one. And let's go to our engine have IT.com and just commit this updated service connection, commit the code, and let's go to pipeline. Before pipeline, let's see what this actually doing. So it's we are basically we have a couple of stages here. One is dev stage where we are actually planning what Terraform needs to do. So for that we are using two commands. That is Terraform init and Terraform plan. Once the plan is done, we can able to see what are the resources we are going to create, and there is an approval gate that you can approve what are the resources you are going to create, and then we can apply Terraform apply so that it's going to create the actual resources that we want to work with. And there is another stage as well to destroy the infrastructure that we created. So let's go to pipelines, new pipeline. We have our pipeline within our repo. So there's existing YAML, and the path is Azure pipeline. Once you click on this, if I run this pipeline, we have two stages. So it's not started yet. Okay, this pipeline needs permission to access the resource before. Okay, let's give the permissions. So the stage is started, dev stage is started. So it's basically installing Terraform, and it's running Terraform init, Terraform plan. Then it will come up with the what are the resources it want to create. So let's see what really it wants to create. Here it is. So it's going to create a web app with the site configuration. This is the site configuration. We're using TLS version 1.2. resource group, service plan, and a storage account. So we can see all those things are like it's going to create a 4 resources and not changing anything or not destroying anything. And it is asking for manual approval. So if we click on this manual approval review, and we can basically accept or approve it. So it goes to the next job, that is apply in the dev. Again, it's going to install a Terraform init plan and then apply. Meanwhile, we can go to the resource groups. Let's see, do we have anything yet created? I don't think so, but yeah, let's see. Now we can see this group back to Azure. Demo main is created. Doesn't have any resources in it because the pipeline is still creating those resources. See, refresh this one. See, we can see the app service plan. Our application service is created, app service is created, and our storage account also created.